Week 11 of the NFL is now a wrap.
Good protection, aired out. Valdez-Scantling dropped it.
Boom! Before we jump into Week 12, let us take a look back at the results from TPS versus the world in Week 11. The TPS pickers took a step back performance-wise from Week 10, finishing 6-8, but nailed the lock of the week and, at long last, delivered an exact score prediction. The Madden Sim matched our team's record, finishing 6-8, but the world had itself another strong week. That's right, going for 10-4. So, after this week's action, the season standings are as follows. TPS, 90-74. Madden Simulation, 82-82. And the world furthered its first place positioning and moving to an overall record of 108-56. With the exact score prediction and the world's dominant performance, there will be 3 prizes doled out this week. So hey, shout out to Gregory Simmons 1351, Michael Redding 5159, and Silas Hopkins 1293, who predicted the Seahawks losing to the Rams as the week's biggest upset. For anyone who is wondering, the tiebreaker was based on closest to the pin, and Gregory hit the exact score, while Michael and Silas predicted 21 and 20-17 respectively. Alright, with that, we're on to Week 12. If you want to be the next lucky winner to take home a prize, all you have to do is 1. Make sure that you're subscribed to our channel. 2. Like this video. And 3. Comment below with your prediction as to which team this week will score the most points, and count how many times you see the infamous butt fumble picture cut out throughout this video, aka the greatest NFL Thanksgiving moment ever.
You fumble.
Well, he's trying to block Vince Wilfork, and he just looked at me, he's like, that's a bad career move.
What a story, Mark.
Alright, with all that out of the way, let's get into the action. Green Bay Packers versus Detroit Lions. Fresh off their big upset win over the Chargers, the Packers are headed to the Motor City to face off with the Lions team that has been king of the NFC North all season long. The community is all over the Lions in this one. In fact, 91% of the votes came in backing Detroit. On the other hand, the Madden Simulation thinks that Green Bay pulls off another upset and wins this one 17-12, and that the game is sealed by a failed Hail Mary by Jared Goff with time expiring. Well, our experts are going to be siding with the TPSers on this one. The Lions are just way too much for the Packers to handle and will roll to an easy 31-10 win. Washington Commanders versus Dallas Cowboys. The Washington Commanders just got humiliated by the Giants in Week 11, and things don't look like they're trending up anytime soon, as they journey out to Dallas to face a Cowboys defense that is licking its chops at the thought of facing this Washington team. The public is backing the Cowboys to the tune of an 87-13% split. The Madden Sim is playing contrarian, predicting that the Commanders win 13-10 thanks to a game-ending Dak interception. Yeah, our experts aren't buying that. Instead, we envision the Cowboys rolling to a very easy 42-24 win. San Francisco 49ers versus Seattle Seahawks. The San Francisco 49ers are headed to Seattle to face off with a Seahawks team in desperate need of a win after their embarrassing letdown against the Rams in Week 11. 86% of the TPSers think that San Fran gets it done on the road, and the Madden Sim is aligned, predicting a 35-14 win. And, you know, our team is joining the consensus on this one too. Final score, San Francisco 36, Seattle 6. Miami Dolphins versus New York Jets. Lock of the week. New York Jets set to host the Miami Dolphins in a game that could very well take their season off of life support and put it 6 feet under. 93% of the community thinks that it's a wrap for the Jets this year and that Miami will win. But the Madden Sim clearly missed the tape from their showing against the Bills Week 11 and think that New York will win 14-9. Yep, our experts are in lockstep with the fans and think that this one is all Miami. Tim Boyle will not be the answer for this struggling offense, and the Dolphins are going to steamroll New York once its defense finally quits in frustration. Final prediction, Dolphins 56, Jets 3. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Indianapolis Colts. After getting thumped by the 49ers in Week 11, Tampa Bay will look to pick itself up by its bootstraps this week on the road against Indy. 66% of the voters believe that they have what it takes, as does the Madden simulation, which predicted a 28-14 win for Baker and the Bucs. Well, we see this one going a little bit differently. The Colts team is too scrappy and will be well rested coming off the bye. So we're predicting that Indy takes this one in a nail-biter, 27-24. New England Patriots versus New York Giants. The New England Patriots are coming off the bye week and set to travel to the Meadowlands for what will undoubtedly be one of the least entertaining games of the week. Apparently, the voters liked what they saw out of DeVito and the Giants last week, as 70% of the votes came in their favor. But the Madden sim thinks that this one is all Patriots, as they roll to a 21-0 win. And the TPS experts also like New England, but think that the Giants will at least put up a fight. Final score, New England 21, New York 17. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Cincinnati Bengals. The Steelers are headed to Cincinnati for another AFC North bout, which at this point is really starting to resemble the Big Ten West more than NFL football. But I digress. 73% of the votes came in backing Kenny Pickett and the Steelers. The Madden simulation also likes Pittsburgh to the tune of 25-18. Well, our experts think that Jake Browning and the Bengals have an upset in the making. Cincy steals another boring AFC North showdown, 13-7. Carolina Panthers versus Tennessee Titans. Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers are headed to the Music City to face Mike Vrabel's Titans. The community is backing Tennessee here, with 81% of the votes coming in their favor. The Madden sim sees it playing out a little bit differently though, with Carolina winning 24-13. The TPS pickers think that Carolina has what it takes too, but sees that it's going to be a low-scoring affair. Panthers take it 16-13. Jacksonville Jaguars versus Houston Texans. The Jacksonville Jaguars are headed out to Houston for what should be a phenomenal matchup between two of the game's most exciting young signal callers, Trevor Lawrence and CJ Stroud. The community is siding with Houston, with votes evening out to 61% to 39. The Madden simulation also likes the Texans and think that they win a tight one, 13-10, thanks to another clutch performance from Stroud, whose completion to Nico Collins gets Houston down to the 8-yard line and sets Matt Amendola up for an easy game-winning field goal. The TPS team also likes Houston, but we think that this one will be all points everywhere. Houston outclasses Jacksonville and wins this one 35-27. New Orleans Saints versus Atlanta Falcons. With the NFC South very much still up for grabs, the New Orleans Saints are headed to Hotlanta to face a Falcons team back at the mercy of Desmond Ridder. The TPS community has spoken, and it thinks that the Saints will take this one. 79% of the voters were siding with New Orleans. The Machine, on the other hand, took the Falcons, predicting a 34-16 win. Well, our experts think that the fans have the right idea on this one. New Orleans wins late, 21-20. Los Angeles Rams versus Arizona Cardinals. The Los Angeles Rams shocked everyone last week, upsetting the Seahawks. And now they're set to face off with the Cardinals in the desert in a game that is likely going to be of little consequence to the larger NFL postseason picture. 71% of the voters think that the Rams win another one, regardless of Cooper Kupp's injury status. But that Madden simulation envisions a thrilling Cardinals win. Kyler Murray takes 3 straight sacks and hooks up with Marquise Brown for a massive touchdown on 4th and 37 to win 16-14. Our team of experts love the theatric spirit, but this one has Rams written all over it. Matthew Stafford looks great with or without Kupp, and LA will take this one 24-21. Cleveland Browns versus Denver Broncos. After their thrilling win against Pittsburgh in Week 11, the Browns packed their bags and headed west to face a Broncos team that is among the hottest in the NFL right now. The community is fairly split on this one, but 58% of the votes came in favor of the Browns. The Machine thinks otherwise, though, predicting a 28-17 Broncos win. And our experts also think that Russell Wilson and the Broncos stay hot and end up winning this one by a final of 24-9, as the lack of offense finally catches up with the Browns. Buffalo Bills versus Philadelphia Eagles. Buffalo looked good Week 11 against the lowly Jets, but they'll be put to the test this week on the road against the Eagles. The community has spoken, and it's backing the Birds. 84% of the votes came in favor of Philly. The Madden simulation has other ideas, though. It predicted a 20-17 win for the Bills. That's ultimately iced by a Jalen Hurts interception, with the Eagles in field goal range, no less. Well, the TPS pickers are with the fans on this one. The Eagles should have no problem with this woefully inconsistent Bills team, and will take it by a final score of 30-24. Kansas City Chiefs versus Las Vegas Raiders. The Chiefs are fresh off their gut-wrenching loss to the Eagles, but have a favorable matchup, even on the road, against the Las Vegas Raiders. 88% of the public has voted that the Chiefs get back on track in this one. But the Madden sim predicted a 31-28 win for the Raiders, thanks to a game-winning 23-yard touchdown pass from Aiden O'Connell to Devontae Adams. The TPS experts aren't getting cute on this one. It is all Kansas City and Sin City. And the Chiefs easily cruise to a 33-13 win. Baltimore Ravens versus Los Angeles Chargers. Baltimore has been one of the hottest teams in football as of late and is heading out to the City of Angels to face a Chargers team that has been slumping like few others. The TPSers don't think that Justin Herbert and LA have a snowball's chance. 92% of the tallies came in on Baltimore's side. But again, the Madden simulation is zigging on this one, predicting a 28-24 win for the Chargers that is sealed by a late-game Asante Samuel Jr. interception. And you know, for once, our experts actually agree with the Madden sim on this one. This right here is the perfect letdown spot for Baltimore, and the Chargers steal this one 27-24. Chicago Bears versus Minnesota Vikings. With Justin Fields back under center, the Bears look rejuvenated in Week 11, albeit in a losing effort, and now they're headed out to Minnesota to face a Vikings team that is looking to make a playoff push with Joshua Dobbs. The TPS community thinks that Minnesota handles this one easily, as 87% of the votes came in the Vikings' favor. But the Madden simulation once again begs to differ, as it predicted an overtime win for the Bears, largely thanks to a clutch-time touchdown pass from Justin Fields to Rashawn Johnson. And you know, our pickers agree with the machine on this one. Minnesota is gonna run out of rabbits in its hat and just drop a stunner at home. Final score, 30-24. So, there you have it. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, then add your own bold prediction down below for a chance to win some awesome prizes. And be sure to vote on next week's game starting Sunday night in our community section. Then tune in next week to see if you won.